You know, I do that. But yes, yes, there we go. Y'all ready? All right. Not right, not wrong.
Hey,
Five, four, five, four, three, two, action. Mm.
lights, cameras.
What is going on, everyone? We are back for another great episode of NRNW, aka Not Right, Not Wrong.
You heard?
Boy Ja, aka Just Ja. And I'm here with my comrades. Queen D1, what it do, sis? What's happening with you?
Hello, good people. What's happening with you, Ja? What's happening, C1? Good to see y'all. Good to be back for another week. Hello.
Yes, yes. Hello, 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 hello. The General, General Dark, Smooth Mark. What it do, Captain?
What's happening, JJ?
Everything, man.
We
Everything.
back again. Good to see you both.
Yeah,
D1, JJ, we back in the building. Another app.
yeah.
I'm here for it. Let's do it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But before we get into it, man, first, we always want to acknowledge our tribe, 92.6 family.
Everybody.
Everybody over there. Shout out to everybody over there, the 92.6 tribe. We are on Fridays, as you all should know, 6 p.m. to 7. Tune in to 92.6 The Spot. You can catch us on audio, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. and hear us there speaking our speak, talking our talk, and doing what we
Talk
do.
that ish.
Yes, yes, talking that ish, doing what we do. And of course, follow us on all social media platforms, Facebook, the Gram, and the Tube. Y'all know where to go. Just type in the Q, not right, not wrong, and we will pop up. And you'll see all our content, all our great content on there. The shorts, the funny shorts, and all of that. So,
Everything.
yes, anything. So, comrades, got another interesting topic I want to bring up to tonight. And the inspiration, the inspiration for this topic is because as I'm perusing through podcasts, I'm not gonna say any particular names, but there's one particular brother who has a podcast, and he talks in a very bravado fashion. At least that's how I interpret it. Talks very bravado. He's to me, he comes off as a braggart. He comes off overly confident, and I remember one thing he said. He said that in response is, "I work too hard to be where I'm at today, and while everyone is applauding other negative things, I'm going to continue to be loud. I'm going to continue to speak my mind. I'm going to continue to be loud, and if you're offended by who I am or who I'm being, that's really a reflection upon you and not me." That was his response. So naturally, he knows that he's gotten a lot of backlash about his persona, about how he presents himself on social media, on his podcast. I'm not going to name the brother's name. I'm not going to give him any fanfare. I'm not going to speak out of terms because I don't know the brother personally, so I ain't going to call his name.
Dig it.
I'll exercise podcast etiquette. I'm not gonna call out people like that. But he's not the only person that has that type of personality. But actually there's other people that I do admire from a publicity standpoint, I guess celebrity standpoint, if you will, that are very outspoken in your face. They talk the talk, but they also back it up. So, I admire that about them too. So just to use a scale, um, Well, first of all, the topic tonight is confidence and arrogance. Are they different or are they one and the same?
Mm,
That's the topic of tonight, folks. Confidence and arrogance. Are they different or are they one and the same? So one of the cats, just to use as a scale, one of the cats that I admire uh, from just on looking afar. Of course, I don't know this brother um, personally either, but he is a public figure. He's known, I guess, at least nationwide. But the scale I want to use, the person I want to use is his brother Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders, to some people, may come off cocky, arrogant, but I see it as for some reason I see it as confidence. Maybe it's bias because I like the brother, respect the brother for what he's done. I'm a football fan, so I watch how he played throughout the years, and so he's very he talks very brash. He has a bravado about him, but he backs it up. He's able to back it up. So I believe once you back it up, you gotta respect it. So it's not something where you talk your ish and you can't back it up, and people clown you for it. You get dragged for it. But then there's other people who, through my personal life or through I witness on public platforms that talk and have a very um, high self value, high self esteem about themselves. So it could be something that it's obviously definitely a reflection upon me that I'm projecting my opinions and my thoughts about these people who are outspoken, because there's some who are outspoken that I admire, I admire that about them, but there's other people that are outspoken that I'm like, they talk too much ish. So I can acknowledge that is my own personal judgment on my part. So I'm looking at things subjectively rather than objectively. So because I'm what am I doing? Imparting my judgment upon how they move, so things of that nature. So that is a topic for tonight. Arrogance and confidence. Is there a difference? And I want to pose the first question before we start. What do you guys consider yourself? Do you consider yourself confident or do you consider yourself arrogant? Let's start with you, brother Mark. What do you consider yourself? Confident? Do you consider yourself confident or arrogant?
yo, Ja,
Stop,
Ja,
stop,
Ja.
stop, 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 stop. We even get to the nitty gritty yet. She already, ready.
Because I think we've waited
Oh my
all of the
God.
seasons that we've been on. We've been waiting
No,
for
we
this
haven't. No, we
question.
haven't.
This is it.
So yeah, I present the question to you, brother Mark. Do you consider yourself confident or arrogant? That's one, and that's the first question. And two, do you think there's a difference between the two?
Yeah, I definitely think it's a difference. I consider myself confident.
Mhm.
I've never I've never had a lack thereof in regards to confidence or how I'm supposed to feel about myself.
Mhm.
You understand? And I think that helps you. I think that caters to my ego. It caters to my self-esteem. And it helps a lot in different situations in regards to your confidence, definitely things you want to aspire to in life. And also it helps in you leading by example, whether or not it's with your child or children, whether or not it's with your family or with your co-workers or thing like that. I think all of that confidence is defined by contributes to those things that you want to do and all the titles that you carry being yourself. So I think arrogance is how you treat other people. So for conversation's sake, and I will say something like this. So if someone says something to me like, wow, Mike, I like that shirt. That looks nice on you.
Mm-hmm.
I will normally reply back with, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Right? There's just, so I don't think there's a problem with me saying I know. Some people do, right? What are you supposed to say? Thank you. So people be like, damn, you can't even say thank you? But what's the problem with me saying I know? I bought the shirt, I ironed it, I put it on. I know it looks nice on me. I wore it.
Mm-hmm.
So to some people, I'd be like, oh, he's arrogant. I don't think that's arrogance. I just said, I know. You can't even say thank you. Now, if I say thank you, I'm saying thank you because you said I should say that.
Mm-hmm.
Does that need to be the case? I don't know. So I would lean more towards arrogance. I'm sorry, confidence. See, I'm tripping myself up.
No, no,
Sorry.
you said
I
you
would
said it
I
right.
would lean more towards confidence. So to the casual observer, or maybe to the naked eye, for someone upon meeting me initially, they may assume that. But you have to take the time if you want to get to know people, and then you will see otherwise. All the other qualities about me that would make you not think that I am arrogant, then you would really get to see like, oh wow, he's really not.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's a difference. I think the arrogance has to do with more so how you treat other people.
I see. All right.
Yeah, confidence is innate. It's within, and it's, other people around you who you surround yourself with. You pick little things off of, and how you feel within yourself. And I think you could just continue to build on it. You have to feed your confidence with different things, and
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll make you a better person. But is it different? Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Madame D1, confidence and arrogance. First off, yes. First question to you. Do you consider yourself a confident person or arrogant person? And the second question, is there a difference?
Can I say that Dark Mark is full of poo poo? Can I say that? Can I start with that?
It sounds like you just said it.
Oh, I did, didn't I?
It's all about you. It's all about you.
Okay, okay.
It's all about
I think that I am quietly confident, sprinkled with humility, never arrogant.
Humility.
you. All right.
Yes, yes, that's what I said. You said what you said
No
about your
doubt,
little
no
stinky
doubt,
shirt, and I
no
said what
doubt,
I said.
no doubt, no doubt. Let me fall back. You got the floor.
And I do think that there's a difference. And I don't think that I think that it's a both of them require a sender and a receiver. I think. So I do think that there's a piece of this that's subjective. I think life is subjective. I think every experience is subjective. That's just me.
Sure.
But for me, arrogance is arrogance is me telling C1, I like your shirt, and he says, I know, or you that's a nice shirt, and he says, like no, say thank you, because it's not about the shirt being nice, it's about me noticing the nice shirt on you. Thank you, Tamika, for noticing me. That's like, so anything else is arrogant, Sir Mark. But anyway, so I think arrogance can sometimes be confidence on overload. It can sometimes be aggressive. I think arrogance is sometimes used to hide insecurities and to put other people off the scent of spaces when you feel lack of security. And I think that all of us feel secure in some places and insecure in other places. I think arrogance can be aggressive and off-putting. And at least that's how it lands on me. When somebody is arrogant, like really arrogant, not like C1 to me is like playfully arrogant, but when somebody is seriously arrogant, I don't want no parts of it. It's very off-putting to me. I don't like it at all. So I do think that there's a difference. And to me, confidence I feel like when I say I feel like I'm quietly confident, you could see confidence in me if I'm not even saying a word. It's the way I walk into a room. It's the way I look. It's the way I carry myself. And am I confident all the time? No, because I think confidence is a scale. There's some spaces and times and places that I'm very confident, and some places and spaces that I'm not confident at all. And I can feel that. And I think sometimes other people can feel it without even knowing, without even having the words to like call it out. So I do think that there's a difference between confidence and arrogance. And I think I lean towards confidence, quiet confidence, I'm gonna call it. And I like that. I like that a lot. So now I don't have to be braggadocious. I can be chill. And you will feel my energy. You will feel like there's something about her.
Dig it, dig it, dig it. Is confidence innate, or is confidence programmed to you based on your foundation, i.e., your parents, your surroundings, how you were raised? Is it poured into you, or is it innate? What do you think, B1?
I think I think it's innate.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's innate, and I think it gets chipped away at and or built up on.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I don't think any of us are born into the world feeling um that a lack of worth, feeling um insecure. I don't I think all of us come into the world like we literally come into the world as babies expecting all of our needs to be met,
Mm.
expecting the world to revolve around us.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, so I think that that's not exactly confidence, that's, you know, maybe something different, but there's something in there that's worthy. And I think confidence can be attached to a sense of worth. And I think as we grow older, as we, you know, even from the time that, you know, we're toddlers and starting to walk, if we get encouraged and, oh my God, look at you, you're doing such a great job. That builds confidence as compared to like, oh, wait, hold on, wait, stop. Oh. And some of that I think is gender specific too, because specifically mothers or women have been accused of, whether it's true or not, of being more almost like protective and kind of scared of allowing children to explore, whereas fathers or masculine energy is usually seen as the energy that's more willing to explore, allow, you know, children to explore and go out into the world. And maybe that has something to do with how confidence it gets built. Is confidence connected to worthiness, connected to fear? Does all of this overlap? I don't know. But
Mm.
to answer your question, I think it's innate.
Yes, yes, yes. What say you, Smooth Mark?
I
Innate or poured into?
I think it's innate too. But to go back to what D1 said, of course, at some point it's just a scale. And I think as you get older and go through different experiences, a lot of factors involve your household, school, and different things of that nature where you live at and how people contribute to that. I think it just continues to get built up. You understand? And so, I mean, you have to look at yourself in the mirror every single morning, every single night, and coach yourself too. I think the first coach you could ever have is yourself, right? But they say it's not what people say it's about you, it's what you believe.
Mm.
So the confidence, that confidence right there, for me to say that statement, that's already built in. Now you can allow people to pull away from it, or you can allow people to build upon it. And then based on those experiences, it'll just continue to build up. The foundation has to start in the home. And I think that helps a whole lot. The positive reinforcement with what your mom said, with what your dad say. You know, you go to school, you come home with the spelling test, you got an 85. Oh, you got an 85? Listen, next time you'll get 100. And you feel good knowing that you take the next test, maybe you get a 96. You're getting closer. See, all those little things that mean a lot. And as you continue on through life, through school, and just hearing these different things, so, you know, as you get on and you move out, now you're growing now you're hearing this from your mate and you're hearing it from your friends. I mean, you know, depending upon the kind of friends you have as males, for some reason or another, you know, we tend to tear each other down to build up confidence. You know, Jai, you understand how I'm saying it, you know. So let's go to the same shirt. So John and I call him, yo, what's up? Not in the town. Let's hit somewhere. All right, cool. So John pull up, he got the shirt on. Oh, what's up with you, man? That ugly ass shirt. But you gonna kill him tonight. You see how I did that there?
Yeah.
Now I said that's an ugly ass shirt. You understand? But at the same time, I'm saying you wearing that shirt tonight, you gonna kill him tonight. You understand? Every single joint in there gonna want you. That's still a form of building up your confidence. At the same time, it's an insult. But this is what we do. But that's building it up. And you know, at certain times, depending upon the situation, we may actually be very serious, 100% serious, and say something to really build you up, where to make a difference in regards to what you're going through. But it always has to start with you first. To answer the question, I think it's innate. But at the same time, we talk about arrogance and confidence.
Yeah.
A word that you never hear associated with males, right? Normally, you hear about the male being arrogant. You don't hear that associated with women. What you hear, a woman being conceited.
Yeah.
You understand? So that's something that need to be thrown into this mix in regards to what we are discussing. What is conceit for a woman? What does it look like? Is her having high moral standing or her not wanting to date you? Because when we were young, if we liked the girl, she didn't like, oh man, she conceited.
Stuck up.
That she stuck, oh, there, oh my God, boom. That's automatic. She had the audacity not to like me. Yo, Mark, what's up with Tiffany? What's going on? Oh man, she's stuck up. Man, I ain't even. It's what it is, and then we'll run with that. I tell you, you tell Mike. Everybody thinks she's stuck up, but maybe she just don't like me. So you know the arrogance, males. People say the conceit. So you know, I'm just curious what D1 think in regards to the conceit. You know, I know she mentioned humility and things of that nature, or you know, even what you think about the conceit, Ja. Is that the cousin of arrogance?
Yeah, I believe conceit is relative to arrogance. They're both one and the same, and they're very synonymous with each other. But I'll definitely share my thoughts. But D1, you read my mind, Mark. D1, I wanted to get back to you with the conceit and stuck up. The term being stuck up and being conceited, because it is associated more so with women, whereas men, we get the word arrogant. So so my question to you is it really conceit of being stuck up, or is it about a girl or a woman's particular standards that she has developed over time or was taught in her home, in her foundation? And so if she's taught that, or she's learned this, and a particular man is coming up to her, she has every right to stand firm on her standards. If she looks at him physically and she doesn't like what she sees, she has the right to stand firm on her standards, right? And not to be looked at as conceited or stuck up. So what do you say to that?
I got a lot to say about that.
Go ahead.
Let's hear it.
Keep it 1,000. Go ahead.
I got a lot to say about that. So let me rewind to bring it forward, if I may. When you first posed the question, Ja, about arrogance, confidence and arrogance, I stopped myself from saying, when I said, you know, I believe that confidence is a scale, and that there's certain places where I show up and I feel more confident, certain areas that I feel more confident. My career is one of those places, right? As far as my career is concerned, I know what I know. I'm still open to learning, and there's still so much more out there, but I know what I know, and I'm good at what I do. Right. And I stopped myself from saying that because I'm like, uh, I don't really need to like get that specific.
Sure.
But as it relates to conceit and being stuck up, it comes back up for me again, because the ways in which I feel like as a woman, I'm looked at differently in different spaces. So arrogance maybe is not a word that's applied to women so often, because I think arrogance has a wider reach. Arrogance is not just about appearance, physicality, sexuality. It can be about business acumen. It can be about intellect. And so I don't think that we often get that moniker of arrogance, because it can also be attached to intellect. And I do think that there's a way that women get minimized to physicality and sexuality. Conceit is, I don't think I've ever heard of conceit in any other framework other than a person's appearance, a female's appearance, a woman's appearance, a girl's appearance. So based on my appearance, or how you perceive me, or how you perceive me moving through the world, now I'm conceited because I look a certain way, or because you think I look a certain way, or because I'm acting like I look a certain way. Like,
nah, deep.
wait, hold up. Wait. So I just can't be confident in my body without being conceited. I can't move through the world that way. And stuck up is similarly. It is, what do I choose to do with my physicality? What do I choose to do with my sexuality? Do I choose to share it with you or not? If I don't, if I hold the standard, then I'm stuck up. If I hold the standard that I've leveled you out of my standard, I've said, no, you are not of my standard, for whatever the reason is, now I'm stuck up. And it's still, I hate to go back to what we were talking about a few weeks ago, or maybe last week, but when we were, I think it was a couple of weeks ago when we talked about the list, the first date list. We laughed about some of it was serious, but at the core of some of the list, to me, is standards, whether it's the male standard or a female standard. It is, but now I'm going to talk about it from the female perspective. There's a female standard. I don't have the same standard as every other female I know. We all have different standards, but I know the feeling of having my standards picked apart. I know the feeling of, no matter how accommodating I try to be, that I can be called conceited and stuck up, or judged or critiqued by it. And it's true, I don't really get called arrogant. And I've also been trained as a female in a woman's body to not really lead with arrogance, to lead with humility. So I don't know, there's a whole lot in these words, conceited and stuck up. Like, my stomach is kind of bubbling, because I've never been called arrogant that I can think of. Oh, that's a lie. That's a lie. I have been called arrogant once or twice, actually, but conceited, so many times. Stuck up, so many times. That shit is rude. It is incredibly rude, because I'm not interested in you, or because you don't like the way that I carry myself, and you think it's not appropriate for my appearance, or what, like,
I love it. I love it. I love it. That's why I picked this topic. Yeah, go off, man. Go off. You know you safe with us. Go off, man.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. But it's the judgment is real, and it's not just from men to women.
Yeah.
I've been called stuck up by women. I've been called conceited by women.
Right. Yep, women and women.
It's not just across genders. It is within the gender. And I'm like, really? That's how we're going to do each other, sis? That's what we're doing?
Mm. Um, so my thought with arrogance and confidence, I concur. I believe I believe there's a difference. As I stated in the beginning of this episode, arrogance um, adds to uh, the bravado. Well, not as much so the bravado, but just the being a braggart. Um, for me personally, I find people who are braggarts kind of off-putting. Um, but to me, braggarts is covering um, a certain insecurity about themselves that they don't want people to know, so they overcompensate for that. Bravado is cool. I definitely don't mind that. I definitely, like I said, using Deion Sanders as an example, he's a guy that exudes a lot of bravado, even to this day as a coach. He's a man that's very, very bravado, but it's not off-putting because he backs it up. Um, somebody like Mike, he was very bravado, but he was able to back it up, and we loved Mike back then, and ironically, the world loved Mike now because of his humility, but we loved Mike back then. At least the hood did, right? So um, the thing about I think with I believe that confidence does come with a bit of humility. It does come with a certain aura. Um, Confident people don't have to let people know that they're confident. Um, it's a character. It's even physicality of how they carry themselves, the way people walk, the way people talk, even the style of dress. It doesn't have to be said. Look, a good example of that is a confident person walks into a room, he or she looks fly. You can see that, and they're very engaging. They're very gracious towards people. The arrogant person will walk in the room with the same clothes on, and then they'll be like to your point, Mark, that's a nice shirt. They say, yo, Ja, that's a nice shirt. Like, yeah. I paid $700 for this. This is a Louis shirt. This Louis shirt right here. Yeah. I got like 5 of these joints, man. You know what I'm saying? Like peep the drip. You know what I'm saying? Peep the drip. You know what I'm saying? I got the Louis pants on and all that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Killing it.
It's like, yo, looking like a movie out here. You know what I'm saying?
Killing it.
This whole fit probably costs more than your rent. I see. So an arrogant person would say shit like that. Whereas a confident
Facts.
same shit. You don't know if it's Louis and Gucci, but it looks fly, and he or she is gracious. People are more apt to compliment that person and shower them with the love because they see the positive aura and energy that they give out. It's positive energy, but yet it's confident energy. So you get someone like D1 complimenting Mark's shirt. Mark, that shirt is fly, because he's walking in and he's not announcing to the world how much he paid for the shirt or not announcing the brand of the shirt. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to know whether it's Louis or Gucci or whatever the case or whatever.
Or Conway or Alexander's.
Yeah. It could be either or. A shirt is a shirt. If it looks good, as you know what I'm saying? And yeah, there are some Conway Alexander shirts that look just as good as a Louis shirt. You know,
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
You better stop hiding those Pepto-Bismol pink bags. You better stop it, Saran.
Well,
Good.
I do. I've shopped in Conways. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you. I've shopped in Conways. I've seen some fly.
Tell him, Ja.
Nah, I'm listening.
Give me,
Who has to tell me?
give me like give me like 2 fits for like $50. Right?
That's what's up.
And it lasts for
Two
what, like
fits,
50
$50.
days? It lasts for 50 days.
Yeah.
I mean,
but I step in the club, everything coordinated though. You know what I mean?
no
There you
doubt,
go.
no
All
doubt.
you needed
That's
is that one day for the
that
club.
one night. That one night. That's all you
You
needed.
know what I mean? That
That's
one
all
night.
you needed.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Slacks 2 for $25 even. You heard? But anyway, but yeah, so I ain't gonna hold you. I be knowing, man. I be knowing.
Nah, dig it, man. I have my Portobello days. We know Portobello.
Portobello, yeah.
Get 5 suits for $100. Come on, man. Come on. We was up at Demerara's with them suits on. You know what I mean? With
Yeah.
9 other cats with the same suit.
Hey, Joy, you know the store you went to.
But you know,
Yeah.
you can't put it in the cleaners. You definitely
Nah.
can't wash it.
Yeah.
Yo, that is definitely handled with care.
Yeah. Yeah.
Matter of fact, anywhere you could go and get 5 suits for $100. That means handle
Facts.
with
Yeah.
care.
5 for 100 sales. Yeah, man.
Listen,
Real shit.
listen.
Real shit. But yeah, all that to say, yeah, I do concur with you guys. That, you know, there's a difference. You don't have to be if you're highly secure yourself, you don't have to let people know how highly secure you are. So
And which one are you, Ja?
definitely more on the humble confidence side. And sometimes for me, to be honest with you, for me, the confidence can be fleeting. I mean, I've been accused, not accused, but I've been what's the word I'm looking for? Not accused, but it's been noticed that I play small a lot. You know, so it's so while I may be thinking it's humility because I'm not trying to come off as arrogant. I'm so worried about coming off as arrogant, so I'd rather be humble, and I'd rather err on the side of showing you better than telling you. But then the drawback, the feedback I get is, but you don't get seen, so therefore you come off like you're playing small, and that's the polar, and that is a polar opposite of being arrogant, playing small, not seeing yourself as worthy to be a part of something great or showing my greatness or my importance or significance or whatever you want to call it. That's a thing that's can be fleeting for me from time to time. But for the most part, it's more, I label it as confidence with humbly confident. Is that what you said in the beginning? Humbly confident?
I said quietly confident, but
Oh yeah.
With humility.
with sprinkled with humility.
Sprinkle with humility, yeah.
But I also know, yeah, the little sprinkle, the Salt Bay. But I also know a little something about playing it small too. Like I think, which is why I think this is all a scale, because I can easily tip to playing it small. I can easily tip to the space of getting invisible. So I think it's kind of one of my journeys in life is to figure out where that line is for me.
Where the line is for me, yeah, I concur. Yeah, so I'm in that same boat, so to speak, finding that line to be confident most of the time, because I still think it's fleeting, because there will be moments where you second guess certain things, but to be confident most of the time, you present yourself as a person that people can admire, respect, and want to be around without having to prove anything for that matter, because they see it in your actions and they see it in your being. So in my journey, like you, that's definitely my goal as I continue to exist on this earth. You know what I mean? So, because I actually, this is real talk. I actually admire Mark's confidence. I actually, we laugh, and we come on here. Why your eyes? Why you squinting? Why you squinting? Why you squinting? Your eyes are squinting again. Why you squinting? Why you squinting?
That's
You
a
want to say
hard pill for
something?
me to swallow,
You
Ja.
want to say something?
It's too much. It's too much.
You know what I'm saying? So, but nah, real talk. I do admire Mars confidence, you know what I'm saying? So it's something, but I know, but so I also know Mark, with Mark and I having a strong friendship, he's he's a reflection of me anyway. So I know that's a that's part who he is a reflection of me anyway. So somewhere within me is him. You see what I'm saying? Somewhere within me is Mark.
You think you could cut that part of you out? Like maybe like a little bit of an exorcism or something? I'm just wondering. Or maybe an X-lax. Maybe we don't have to be so violent and cut it out. Maybe we could poof it out.
I would think people still use
but coincidentally, you're a reflection of me as well, D1, because there's the quietness, the quiet confidence, the 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 quiet confidence, the humility, if you will. So it's all and it's something. So I can acknowledge there's something about me where I don't like someone who's a braggart or who's overly confident. So is that a message of do I not like that because I'm playing small, and I think everyone should not shine as bright as they want to subconsciously. So that's one of the things that in my journey I can question as well. You see, because I'm looking at a dude that's always bragging about the price of his clothes, as opposed to the dude who had the same kind of clothes is not bragging about it. But I quickly compliment the dude who ain't bragging about it as the dude who is bragging about it. So yeah, so so one of the mysteries of life.
That's real talk, but I think there are multiple answers to the
Yeah.
question. I do think that there's something within each of us to look at and to examine. So yeah, I do think you get to examine what is it about a braggart, what about you is triggered by a braggart, just the way I get to acknowledge that about me, because I also said that I'm not really, like, I'm put off by arrogant people. But I also think that there's multiple answers. While I get to look at me, I also think that there are some arrogant people that show up in the world and demean the people around them, right?
Yeah.
Like the arrogant people, if you're, depending on where you fall on the scale of arrogance, if you are really overcompensating for your insecurity, part of that requires you to put the people down around you, whether you do it directly or indirectly. And so I feel that, like, if you telling me that you just paid $750 for your shirt, most people at this particular place that we're at are probably not paying that much for their shirt. And if you go even further as to say, my shirt probably costs more than your whole outfit, well, now you want to go outside and we got to tussle. We got to tussle because now you actively are demeaning me for the purpose of elevating yourself. So I think that there's that answer, but there's also the part where I get to, as you say, Ja, look at the part of me that, like, where that line is for me, where someone starts to go up the arrogance scale and when I get triggered. And if that person is just overly confident or overtly confident, not overly, but overtly confident, and if that bothers me, then why? If they didn't put me down, if they're just living in their light,
Yeah.
then why am I bothered?
Yes. Yes, that part. Yep. Yep. That part. That part. So and that's the thing. That's the thing. You hit it. You hit it on the nail. Hit the nail on the head. The part I need the example. That I need to examine. Right. That's the part I need to examine. Why is it that a person who's a braggart didn't demean me or disrespect me, but yet he or she is still a braggart, and I'm put off by that? Well, not just for me, for anybody for that matter. A person who's a braggart, who's just talking his or her shit about what they accomplished, what they did, how they did, whatever. Why are me? And I'm sure I'm not just speaking for me. Well, I could just speak for me, but I'm sure I can. It resonates with a lot of people, millions of people. The people who are silent are feeling resentful of that person being a braggart and bragging about his material, his materialism, his or her materialism, or accomplishments or achievements. So it's definitely something I need to examine.
So,
But
so is there a difference in, so we speaking about people being braggadocious.
yeah,
So, I mean, on both sides, both genders, both examples, same thing. They say D1, she out with, the girls and everything like that. One of the girl crew, um, she got the red bottoms on. She got the dress from the Balenciaga dress. So is it the same if D1 they see her while they meet at the event? Same thing to what you came up with in regards to the shirt. Hey, do you want to say hi to her? How you been? Oh, wow, the outfits look nice. Oh man, this is Balenciaga. So she's let her know. So we already know how much that dress costs. We already know how much the shoes cost, red bottoms.
mm,
So we already know she caked up crazy. I ain't even gonna talk about the bag. The
yeah,
bag, 5, 6 G's for the handbag.
bag,
Already she
bag,
about
boy, yeah,
sick, sick, right? So shoe game, bag game, she got it. But
mm,
is it different? So her not knocking D1 at the same time, oh, D1, that looks beautiful on you. It's a very nice dress. You look gorgeous. But she feels good letting D1 know she got about 8, 9 G's on her. You
mm,
understand? Not counting the bag or with the bag. But
mm.
is that the same thing? She's not putting D1 down at the same time she gave her, wow, you look nice. Is that the same as her saying, that dress all right. You could have wore something different.
Mm.
Maybe, she feels good about that. Same thing you said in regards to the guy's shirt. So let's say he got on the Louis shirt, $750 for the shirt,
Mm.
jeans, Balmain jeans. You know how much those cost. Gucci kicks on, crazy. Probably got an AP watch. You already know the AP watches, that's a car right there.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
maybe he got about 30 G's on him.
yeah, easy.
But at the same time, you go to the same spot, right? So you wore the shirt from Conway,
Mm-hmm.
right? He know that, but you're not comparing shirts. But at the same time, y'all get to the spot. Listen, Ja, don't take your wallet out. I got all this. But
Mm-hmm.
he feels good about letting you know, Louis shirt, Balmain jeans, Gucci. But at the same time, the same dude go to the bar, bottle service. He paid for the whole thing. He got that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, does it give off the same thing to you, like the same vibes? Like, I don't like this motherfucker, or is there a difference with how they feel about themselves and how they treat you?
Yeah, my answer to that will be it depends on how you feel about yourself because you can take it one or two ways, and this all depends on how you feel about yourself. Same, you can take that scenario one or two ways. I'm with my boy. He dripped out
Mm-hmm.
30 racks on him, 30 racks on his body. He buy out the club. I could take it. I could take it like I'm Conwayed out, but that's still my boy. So I could look at it either, yo, all right, good looking, good looking, good looking. You treating, good looking. My guy. Yeah, I'll keep that in my head. Like, yo, my boy is generous. He's a kind dude. He's a generous dude. When it's my time, I'm gonna look out for him one day. Or,
Mm-hmm.
or, and this is all depending on how I feel about myself. Or
Dig it.
I could be like, this nigga here, Lord, now he want flex. So you want to buy bottles? All right, you want to buy me? But all right, I get a bottle. You know what I'm saying? Or I can look at it that way too. And I think the same goes for women, right? D1, they could take the scenario both ways, right? Am I right or
They
wrong?
want to holler.
So if you and a lady step out, she let Balenciaga down, red bottoms, bag game crazy. She got 30 racks on her body easy, but she compliments you, say you look nice as well. You could take that two ways as well, right? Depending on your level of self-esteem, right?
Yeah, I guess. I think it also depends on um context a little bit. Like, is this my girl? Do I know her? Or am I just meeting her that night? Did I just meet you and the moment I compliment you, you got to tell me the labels for everything you got on?
Mm.
Maybe that's about me, but I don't think I'm taking that out. I don't think I'm taking that. I'm gonna be like that. I'm a watcher. I'm gonna watch her and see what happens. Like if my first introduction to you is, oh my God, girl, you are killing that dress. Yeah, girl, Balenciaga. What? Word? That's now I'm gonna watch you. I'm gonna watch you for a heartbeat. Now, if you wanna, flash at the club, you wanna buy drinks, you got the bar, go on. I'm a drink. And I still am watching you. I'm just gonna keep it funky. I'm still watching you. I'm
No
still
doubt, no doubt,
watching you.
no doubt. But you're gonna drink.
But yes, I sure will. I'm gonna indulge as best as I can.
She's spending on a drink. She's spending on a drink. Yeah.
You spend it, I'm a drink. Now, I think one of the bigger flexes with some women, at least a lot of women that I know, is when, girl, you rocking that. Oh my God, you are killing that dress, girl. $17. That is that is where we flex. We be like, what? Where? How? No way. No way. That is the flex. If you could rock a whole outfit for $47,
wow. Okay.
And it's looking good, we like, oh, you done did that. You did that.
I see.
So the flex ain't spending all your money on a dress.
Right. But
I like that flip though, because I won't say all males. I just say some, you won't really hear a cat who's like, yo, $17, right? So the 17, I'm telling you, that's gonna come to mind. We're gonna think 1700 or 17 G's. To be honest with you. Yo, 17 right here. That's
how men think. Real talk. That's how men think. Yeah.
And he's not even saying either one. Yeah. But this is the first thing we're gonna think. Like, damn, this dude's for 1700, 17 G. Damn.
Yeah, real talk.
He would have to actually say, yo, man, all this right is $17. Nothing. Yeah. Stop playing, man. Clown ass. You know how you did that. But the flip, you see certain things males can say to each other, how it's looked upon, and maybe look like this motherfucker cheap. Yeah. But if a woman said that to another woman, it's kind of like, damn, how did you do that and look that good and only spend $17? Now and in the compliment, the woman might say to her, oh, wow, how did you do that in the compliment? But at the same time, she's really asking you, no, for real, how you did that? What's your number? Or,
Yeah.
What store you went to?
Teach me your ways. And we'll pass that information along. We'll be like, this is what word for real. And we don't care if it's a going out outfit. We don't care if it fall apart after the night is over. It's $17. We rocked it for the night. We could throw it in the garbage. Who cares? Who cares? So, but there's also a different energy with that, right? There's an energy of sisterhood with that.
Yeah.
There's an energy that's attainable. You think I look good? Well, I did it for $17. You can do it too. That's sisterhood there. When I say you look good and you tell me Balenciaga, well, maybe I could do it, but maybe I can't. That you might be crushing the sisterhood.
So let me ask you something, just to take it to another level. So this sisterhood is just built in with the other woman being black. So what if she's white? Is it still a built-in sisterhood based on y'all all being women, or it's just a sisterhood or bond with other black women? Like, would you tell the same white woman, same circumstance, about the $17, or we would just say, thank you, I appreciate that?
If it's maybe not initially. Maybe not initially. It's there's so many little caveats.
Nah, I dig it.
If she's with the crew, who bought her? Who did she come with? If I'm rocking with the person she rocked with, then I maybe trust her more.
Okay.
Right? Because sometimes you can have a clique of chick. I'm sure dudes do this too. You can have a clique hanging out, but you only cool with one person from that clique. There's 7 of y'all out.
Yeah, men don't have cliques.
What y'all got? Y'all got posses? Y'all riding on horses?
I mean, for conversation's sake, I would say crew as opposed to clique. They would be both the same, but you'll never have, me and my clique was out. Just like, regular conversation. Like when it was John and I and all the brothers, we all be out, be like 7, 8 of us. We'd be like, Mark, where you at tonight? I'm with the crew. Then she wouldn't know who that is.
I like y'all with, like Western bucket hats and tumbleweed going by, and I can hear the whistling of the wind.
What's that? The good, the bad, the ugly?
Yes. Exactly.
We definitely wasn't dressed like that with the stirrups and all that. We wasn't doing that.
I think that would be dope, actually. I think that would be really, if you really as confident as you say you are, you could rock that look. And you rock that look so confidently, everybody else, every other dude in the spot is like,
no, I mean, I know I'm gonna look good in it. It's not a matter of that. It's just whether or not I would want to wear it. You understand? Because then if I wear that, I gotta tell everybody how much it costs. You understand? I got this hat from Texas today. You understand? It just came, man. Cost me $1,500 just to get it on the flight here. I got to tell everybody how much it costs.
Wait till your next birthday. You getting some spurs or something. There's cowhide coming your way.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Sure, watch.
If a dude stepped in the club, cow hide it out, I promise you'll be dancing with all the girls, because all the women be looking at him all intrigued, like, yo, look what he got on. They'll laugh at first and giggle. But I bet you if you walk to any woman up at that club with confidence, like, yo, let me get this dance. They're gonna dance with them because they're like, yo, this dude cowboy boots on his stirrups. Yeah, I gotta dance with him.
And he probably only paid $17.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? And they're killing it.
Killing it.
Wow. Ain't none of the chicks stuck up when it comes to him. So there you go.
Exactly. Because he's different. Because he's coming in different. And he coming in with the confidence looking different.
Yeah. We're gonna be like, where you from?
Yeah. If you come in with cowboy boot, you gotta have that confidence.
Super.
You gotta have that confidence.
You gotta be up there. And you walk up to the baddest ladies in the club, like, yo, it's that all 4 of them gonna dance with them.
At the same time.
At the same time. Different. You know what I'm saying? They like that. It's intriguing. He's different. You know what I'm saying? While the rest of us, Louis and Gucci'd out, we all sat down sipping our drink, like, look at this.
Yeah. Mad.
Look at this weird ass.
A lot of people, don't let them labels fool you. A lot of people got to take that stuff back.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt.
A lot of people got to take that back. You may not see the label. It's tucked in, or it's tucked in here, or tucked in there. A lot of that stuff go back. So Don't let that fool. It looked nice. She looked nice and whatever he got, or the guy got, you know, all that's hot, that's fly he wearing.
Yeah. But he
That stuff got to go back.
probably boosted that shit too.
There's that. There's that back in the day for sure.
Oh man, listen.
For sure.
And
Like, we know how much it costs, but how much did you?
you. Oh, that line was. Whenever I hear that, that reminds me of The Wood. Y'all remember that movie, The Wood?
Yeah.
When they was trying to get Tay Diggs to the wedding, and he threw up in the car.
Yeah.
And I don't remember the guy's name, and he going off. Yo, what's wrong with you, man? These are Ferragamos.
Yeah, I remember that.
He's
Yeah,
like,
I
you
remember
know
he
how
said
much
that,
these
yeah.
cost? And you know, Tay Diggs said the same thing. Well,
Remember
how
he
much
said
did you pay for them?
Yep. But yeah, man. But on that note, y'all, we thank you. That concludes the episode. You know, we ended on a high note with the jokes and the clothing and all of that. But yes, that concludes the episode. Unfortunately, we are out of time. We could go on all night with it, but
All day, all night.
all night, but we cut it. There's so much more to talk about with this topic. But on behalf of D1, Smooth Mark, this is Ja, saying peace and blessings. Thank you for tuning in. Till next time.
Toodles.
Peace.